Well, we thought that was going to be a caution, but we're actually under 5 to go in the stage, so that's going to be
Oh,
huge.
wow, that's huge for
No
the
cautions.
drivers. They're 4 wide back here with T-Glass and Team Swish.
Oh man, yeah.
The 45 and the 15
Sorry.
battling.
Yep, for those that are just joining, for some reason we had some technical difficulties with Twitch, but we're good now. You are here in stage 1 of the Fast Family Truck Series Halloween race. Had a few cautions so far, a couple of lead changes, but yeah, big incident towards the end of the stage, under the 5 to go, so these guys are rolling. Let's see if we can catch up with our leader.
The 58's making a move on the 13. He's going for that lead.
Yeah, here they are. The 2 trucks have kind of checked out there because of that incident. 58 of Walmart Ricky closing in on the 13. Can he make the move?
I feel like if he's going to the high side right here, he's going to get that nice runoff. Get down in this,
yeah,
get down in the 13's draft, and it's going to suck him down the front stretch. He might be able to make the move down into 1. Looks like he's a little bit too far back.
He's got the draft though, and that's going to be the stage. He just did not have enough. So that's going to be the 13 with your stage win. Sorry about that. I can't remember all of the numbers, so we're going to find out which driver that is, but here we go. That's going to be the 13 of Honda 1. So his first stage win of the season.
Nice stage win for Honda.
Definitely some needed points and a playoff point.
That'll be huge for him going into these playoffs. Playoff points are so crucial if you want to make it far in the playoffs. Happy to see Walmart Ricky get that 2nd position. As they come out right here, we'll be on Team Swish. See where he's lining up. Looks like he's lining up in 6. I'm looking for him to make some big moves right here.
Absolutely. You know, he's been frustrated, probably with himself and maybe some other drivers getting caught back there, but he's up here in the top 10 looking to make some moves.
Cuts down right in front of the 58 or the 66. Going to be right on the bumper of the 15 truck.
Ooh, one truck goes high. Can't tell what number that was, but it was a red and white truck. Tagged the wall into 1.
Oh, we got a truck spinning. It's a single truck, though.
Let's see if we can find out.
The 54 is making a move on first again. The rookie.
It's going to be the 77. 77 to Johnny.
For the lead. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck.
Yep, that's going to be.
I don't know who got it there. It might have been T-Glass. It might have been the rookie in CC4. Man, T-Glass is running all the way up against the wall. As the caution comes out.
Yeah, we're hearing that might have been an issue with lag. Not quite sure, but it was definitely somewhere in the middle of the pack. We were hearing it might be coming from the 24 of Team Swish, so not what he wants to hear or see.
No, Team Swish hates those words. We all know that. But wow, what a recovery for the 45, the rookie, taking the lead on that restart.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think at that stage break, I think he was about the 7th position. I think he made a good call on pit road. And I think he made some great passes coming up through the field. He's up here in 1st now.
So we've only run about a lap. Not a lot of wear on the tires. A lot of guys staying out. Do you agree with that call?
Oh, yeah, 100%. If everyone's going to stay out, it looks like the last 6 or 7 cars on the lead lap come in. When you're that far back, it's just useful to go ahead and come on in and fix any damage you got. Go ahead and put 4 brand new tires on there. Looks like they're not quite double filed up yet to go this time. Looks like they'll be waiting for the cars to come off pit road. Looks like Team Swish is falling to the back here. He might be going to the rear of the field for some lag. As the rest of the field catches up, looks like the leader's taking off. Nope, not this time. Next time.
Yeah, we are getting these guys lined up. Team Swish dropping to the rear due to a lag issue.
I hate that for him.
Hate to say it, but he's he's experiencing a little bit of that. Hopefully it doesn't get worse and it improves here. But that's gonna put the 45 and the 51 rookie and cup driver on the outside row. We got Walmart Ricky and Honda, your stage 1 winner, in the second row.
Walmart Ricky and that 58 truck's been really aggressive on these restarts. I'd look for him to take it 3 wide, maybe going into 1, or if not, taking it 3 wide off of 2. All right, here they come off 4.
Yep, we are going to be going green this time by NC4JA, your leader, T-Glass on the outside.
That 54's, 58's laying back to get a good restart.
Yeah, he is. Here they go. Green flag in the air. 45 gets a great jump. Inside line checks up a little bit. That allows T-Glass to drop in there. He then goes high after that.
He's going to diamond the corner and get a good run off. Might get a good run down the backstretch right here.
Yep, absolutely. We got 2, almost 3 wide in the back here. A couple people dipping a little bit below that white line. Somebody went real wide there on the left.
Looks like T-Glass is going to take it from him coming out of 4.
Yep, T-Glass 51, now your leader.
So that 54 is coming back. He's got a good run from the high side right there. He's diamond the corner really well. He's getting drafted on the front stretch.
We got 3 wide back here as 70 of Chris makes it 3 wide underneath the 22.
45 was pushing T-Glass down into that corner.
Oh, 1 truck in the wall. Everybody looks to have still got a handle on it. Here they are.
Here comes the 45 again for the lead. They're 2 wide going on to 3.
Let's get up there. Here they are, door to door. 45 on the inside, 51 on the outside. That rookie is showing the cup driver that he's not here to play games.
He's not. He's got that good inside run. Looks like T-Glass might clear him 1 into 1. No, 45 still there.
Quite.
He drove it in. Here he comes.
He drove it in to get that corner panel. He's trying to put air on that spoiler.
Great 2 wide race. Looks like T-Glass will get the run down the back right here.
But he still got him by, he's going to fall in line there, 45. But he's going to try to dive it in here on the inside, I'm sure. But T-Glass is going to block him. He's going to close the door.
Great racing from this front, too. As we fall back, it looks like these 3 trucks battling for third have created their own pack, led by Haskell. Gets a nice run down into 1. Looks like the orange truck, man, giving a little bit of a push down into there.
So we're going to have a yellow at the line. We're hearing a lag from another driver. It caused a cut. We were following the drivers up here, but a couple cars went around in the back.
Wow, Walmart
51's
Ricky
gonna
did
lose
not
them.
suit well from that restart. Oh, the 22 truck through the grass. Jay Letter in a 3. The 22 truck mowing the lawn there a little bit for the maintenance workers here at Michigan.
Well, while we got a little bit of a caution break here, why don't we talk about the points?
Okay.
So we got I'm pulling up the points here from Canadian Tire last week, and you mentioned Watt Racing getting those 2 wins. He's already in the playoffs, but you know, adding more points to his playoff total. But our current points leader per se, other than him, is Puzzle Nose only by 1 point with 132 points, followed by Slushy only 1 point back from him, and then a little bit of a gap back to Jersey Devil, 22 points behind. Fast Seabass is there, Odd Coast, Haskell, Chris, and then you jump all the way to the bottom. You got guys like KR, Mr. Sideswipe, Iraq Bet, some of the newer guys. Even Honda we saw winning a stage.
Yeah, Honda
That's
winning
his
that
first
stage.
stage of the season. He's 65 points as of last week back, so
That's really going to
pretty
help him,
interesting.
you know, getting those 10 stage points and that playoff point. It's going to be really crucial to him.
Absolutely. Well, you know, looking at these points, you know, do you see anything that surprises you? Anybody that you don't expect to be where they are, or anything that doesn't surprise you?
You know, maybe the MSJ trucks of Jersey Devil and Fast Seabass. I know their equipment's really well. I know that they can drive really well. It just looks like it's been bad luck for them a couple races this year that we've run. I know they're looking for a solid run here at Michigan. I think Jersey Devil got a bunch of stage points at the end of stage 1. So happy to see that for him. Looking at Haskell to Rascal, I mean, he was up there battling the lead. And we know he's got a fast truck, and I know he's trying to get some playoff points and stage points here coming at the end of stage 2.
Yeah, for me, you know, Watt Racing, you know, getting 2 wins and leading the standings. He's one of those that doesn't surprise me. Jersey Devil being one of the Truck Series veterans, being up towards the top, also not surprising. But a guy like Slushy, you know, even though he's a veteran of the Truck Series, you know, we haven't seen him up in the top 5 in a while. So good to see him up there. Hopefully he keeps on the good performances and stays up there. And obviously, I think one of the other ones that surprises me is one of the guys that was in the Final Four last year for the trucks, Chris, being so far down the standings. That's definitely
another
one
good
that
one.
surprises me. Yeah, KR had a strong year last year. He's down there. So we're only 3 weeks in, so a lot can change, but definitely interesting.
Looks like this 22 truck of Jay Ledor 3 either took 2 tires or didn't take tires at all, just took gas. He was running about the
Yeah.
7th, 8th position when they came into pit, and now he's up in here in first, controlling this restart.
I believe he took 2 with the 51 above him taking 4. So, you know, maybe a smart call, but when you think about it, Sticky, there's a bunch of hungry trucks behind him with
yeah.
4 tires. So when you're all by yourself, you know, it's a tricky situation.
That was a much cleaner restart from the outside line. They're sticking with them going into 1.
Absolutely, yeah. Everyone kind of single filing it out. A couple people going wide there. We had the 15
Mr.
going pretty
Sideswipe
wide,
going
but
wide.
yeah, the 22 there.
Ooh, 22
racing
came
the
back up on
51.
track. He's gonna. Looks like we got another wreck.
can't see. Yep, that's definitely going to be a wreck.
22 got loose coming off a 2 right there. Came back up on track. Looks like he doored a couple people going off a 2. Caused this big wreck. But would you look at it? Team Swish already back up in second from dropping to the rear of the field. I mean, that to me just explains this man is good at this racetrack. He knows what he's doing. This draft, he knows how to work the draft really well at this racetrack. I'd be looking for him to take the lead sometime soon if it's restart.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of the big stack-ups there, you know, I think it really stemmed from, you know, that driver that stayed out. You know, we heard on the radio that he had 75% tires on the right sides, and he ended up getting stranded, you know, all by himself with everybody else 4 tires behind him. So it's a tricky situation for that driver and for everybody trying to get around him.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
You know, when your tires are that worn, maybe if they were still in the 90s, I could see staying out. But when your tires are that worn, I mean, it just makes your truck lose speed going through the corners because its tires are trying so much harder to make up ground compared to these guys with 4.
Well, you know, we heard on race control that, you know, we're now on 4 to go, so that'll be the last caution of stage 2.
It's like they'll come back
So
to
we're
green
gonna
with
see
3 laps to go.
For
It'll be a
egg
fun
race,
shootout. Wonder if Team Swish and T-Glass can hold off this 53 truck. I think that's Jersey Devil, if I'm not correct.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, you know, whenever you have a shootout like this, you know, guys are going to be fighting for, you know, those stage points. You know, as we've seen, you know, in the last Truck Series fall season, we saw that getting into the Final 4 was by 1 point. So you got to think every single point matters. And this is an opportunity for guys, like you mentioned, guys at the bottom of the standings, like Honda, could capture some of those stage points. It's going to be really important for them.
Sorry, excuse me, that 53 truck was Paladin 0, not Jersey Devil, my bad. As they get ready to go green here with 3 to go, T-Glass bringing them through the turn 4. Team Swish on the outside. Third would be Paladin 0. Fourth, the 70 truck of Chris. And it looks like the 40 or the 58 of Walmart Ricky here in 5th.
Absolutely. We're going green here with 3 to go. T-Glass on the inside, Team Swish on the outside.
That
and all
53
Cup Series
shoving
driver.
that 51.
Yeah, that's a guy with experience. There's Jersey Devil, one of the more senior drivers in the Truck Series, giving T-Glass a huge shot on the inside.
That might have helped T-Glass out a lot more. T-Glass is out here. 53 getting a good run on that bottom, though, followed by Team Swish.
Yeah, he actually slid in that second spot. Team Swish had to settle for third on the restart.
T-Glass trying to break the draft so the 53 truck can't get to him.
Yeah, here he comes. The 53 does have his draft. He's trying to close in here, coming to 2 to go in the stage. Pit road will be closed, so no more service for stage 2, as you see them all snaking on the front stretch.
Man, this is some great racing. The 24 of Team Swish is closed in on the 53. Team Swish
They
drove
kind
it
of
in there.
slide up high. Yeah, he
53's
drove
going to
it
get a
in
good
deep.
run. The 70 of Chris is going to come on the inside of Team Swish.
Yeah, T-Glass still trying to break the draft on the back stretch.
Yeah,
He's going to
T-Glass
have
is
to hold
loving
on
this.
for a lap. Yeah, he is.
This
These
is just
guys
letting
are
him get further
shuffling.
and further out. Team Swish coming back to the inside of Chris on that 70 truck.
We're looking back from T-Glass here.
1 to go in the stage.
One to
T-Glass
go.
takes that white flag.
Ooh, the 53 truck goes almost into the grass there. Not a great move going on the front stretch, but he held on to it.
Team Swish is getting a good run. He's going to go to the inside or the outside. He gets blocked. 53 truck blocks him.
Yeah, he's trying his hardest to keep that second spot.
He might try to diamond the corner here.
He let him have
Team
the
Swish
high
gives
side
him a
there,
bump.
but he's holding on. Let's see if we can watch this. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide coming off the turn,
The
too.
45 gets a good run. Team Swish falls back to 4th.
Oh, 1 truck into grass.
Nice
And that's
run.
going to be your stage 2.
Nice run by the 45.
Glass 19, your stage 2 winner. Cup Series driver. It's going to take stage 2. Yeah, so we've seen a lot of action today so far in the first 2 stages. We've seen some wrecks. We've seen a bunch of lead changes. We've seen a rookie, not a rookie, a Truck Series regular and a Cup Series driver win the 2 stages. What do you think of the race so far as we go green?
I think it's really fun to watch. This racing has been great. The inside line and outside line can both work. It just depends on who you have with you. You know, the draft is such a factor down these long straightaways.
Absolutely.
It's fun to see these runs that these drivers can curate from the draft, and fun to watch a battle for position right here.
Absolutely. As the 51 of T-Glass gets a good run on the restart. Jersey Devil drops in the second. Everybody kind of staying on the bottom for the most part. A couple of trucks on the high side. But, ooh, 1 truck into the wall there.
Team Swish is pushing that 53 through the corner. Got a truck going around on pit road.
Oh, it's
big
the
wreck.
Iraq
3-4
bed.
trucks on the front stretch. Oh, what a move by Swish. Diamond the corner perfectly. He's going to get a good run on T-Glass coming down the backstretch.
We saw the 70 of Chris involved. That's all that I saw. We're going to watch on board Jersey Devil. He's looking back from the 3rd position, coming to the line.
Doesn't look like Team Swish is going to have enough for him. Ooh. 3rd place.
And yellow flag.
2 wide for 3rd place. T-Glass flexing those muscles a little bit here. Got a great restart off that stage and pulled out to about 3 or 4 car lengths. Now, what do they do coming to pit road? Who's going to pit? Who's going to stay out? I think they got about 5 laps on their tires. Looks like the leader's going to make that left-hand turn. Oh, Team Swish stays out. A couple drivers stay out. Looks like Team Swish will get the lead here as T-Class came down pit road.
Yeah, you saw that fake out move. He did really well with that. The Cup Series veteran fooling a couple people. He's going to take the lead. Now, you know, we've only run a few laps here, but, you know, do you agree with that call to get track position?
I'm not too sure. It'll be a gutsy call by Team Swish. These tires here we know are important. We saw on a couple restarts ago, the 22 truck stayed out. He had 75% on his tires. You'd think that would be enough to stay up there. but we saw him fall really far back in the pack with like one lap.
But here's the thing, you know, he was all by himself with drivers of 4 tires behind him. We have 6 trucks that stayed out from the pit road. Guys that you'd like to think they're making the right move. The 86 of Watt Racing, 2 wins on the season. He stayed out, 16 at KR. So a lot of talented guys here that have decided to make the decision to stay out and get some track position.
And that's only helping Team Swish here with these drivers that have the same amount of wear on their tires as Team Swish behind them. It's going to make harder work for these drivers that took forward.
Absolutely, especially when you're in a field of 21 drivers. I mean, sometimes track position and just clean air can make all the difference in a race like this. So, you know, that's why you see a lot of the veterans staying out here, and quite a few of them. So, you know, that little bit of a cushion may be the difference. But we'll see if they can outlast the guys behind them. Oh man, well, what a race we've seen so far. If you're just tuning in, we are in the midst of stage 3 of the Fast Family Truck Series, race number 4, the Halloween race. So, Sticky, you've seen quite a few Halloween paint schemes out here. Do you have a favorite?
I'm digging T-Glass's paint scheme. I like it a lot. I also like Watt's. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's the 64 and the 45. I think theirs also looks really good. If I had to pick a favorite, probably going with the 45. I don't know. I just like the orange, the purple, and the black. I love that paint scheme the way it looks.
Absolutely, yeah. They definitely came out with some great schemes. As we go green back here in stage 3. Good
Team
push
Swish
on
got
the
a good
inside.
restart. They're going to dime in the corner right here. They'll be able to stay
yeah,
full
the
throttle.
83.
Getting a good run through too.
Yeah, the 83 of Haskell definitely gave him a shove, but now he's going to be under fire here from the 45 and the 86.
And T-Glass already looks to be about the 4th car in line on the bottom. Already making up a bunch of spots from pitting.
Absolutely, yeah, but look at
big
the
wreck,
24.
77
Oh,
truck
big wreck.
Got a big trucks flipping down the front stretch.
Oh man, look at this. It almost seems like everybody from 8th back
Wow,
just wiped out there.
big wreck.
Not sure what happened there, but a guy that doesn't probably want to see that is that 24 truck at Team Swish. He got out to a decent sized lead there.
I'll tell you what else he doesn't want to see is that T-Glass 51. He's already up to 2nd. That's something he definitely did not want to see. Those 4 fresh tires. As we come back, looks like Team Swish got the win off of pit road, followed by T-Glass and the 83 truck of Haskell. I think Team Swish made the ultimate decision once he saw T-Glass make it all the way up to second after that restart after one lap with those new 4 fresh tires. You got to pit. Tires are so important here to fall off. I think he made an executive decision to come get 4 fresh tires.
Yeah, we were talking about Halloween paint schemes. You know, one of my favorites back there is that old 19 truck of Arkham Boss. He has a pretty interesting scheme based on one of the not superheroes but super villains, the always popular Harley Quinn. So pretty cool truck there.
Team Swish gets a really good restart, jumping up to about 2 car lengths off of the 51 and 83.
Here we go, 2 wide into turn 1 and 2. Somebody, 2 trucks on the apron. Scary, but they hold on to it.
Man, T-Glass got a really good run through 2. He's going to be looking to the inside of Team Swish right here.
And it looks like a couple trucks are around there. Looks like the 3 trucks actually.
Team Swish is battling back on that high side. He's going to diamond the corner again.
Yeah, we're having another yellow there. As we saw, we had 3 trucks. 3 trucks hit each other in the back. We're having a lot of aggression in the back of the pack there.
You know, someone I definitely thought I'd see more of today up front would be the, I think he's the 64, Puzzled Nose, running second in the playoff point or the playoff picture so far. Just hasn't looked to have that speed as these front runners. Maybe he can get something going for him late here in stage 3.
So quite a few trucks staying out here. Couple of takers. It's like T-Glass is going to be your leader right now.
Followed by that 83 truck of Haskell. Really happy to see him having a really strong run here today. Followed by the rookie there in 5th, the C4 and that 45 truck.
Just heard from race control, there's only going to be, based on some of the aggression of driving, we're going to be limiting only to 2 more cautions left in the race, as we're going to be hitting lap 56 of 100. Trying to get some green flag racing in.
Maybe that'll calm some of these guys down and we can get a fuel run in.
Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely want to see how that would play out. But here we go, back for yet another restart. The 51 of T-Glass, 24 Team Swish.
83 once
Green
again
flag
giving
in
a
there.
good push to the 51. I tell you what, if I'm starting in first and I have that 83 truck behind me, I know I'm getting a dang good push going around the one. Oh, he's going to the inside looking for the move.
Yeah, he wanted that push and more. We've seen him push several people right out to the lead.
Team
See if we
Swish
can get a look back.
might get him here. Team Swish going to the inside. 83 comes down on him.
Yep. 24 truck is going to slide in a second there. 83.
Oh, he comes down to block the 45.
Definitely some tight racing back in third place. Let's see if we can get on some of that.
Hey,
we're on board. Yeah, how about that 16 truck? Got the rookie N4 NC4JA right there, middle, 3 wide. He's got Watt Racing on his inside, KR on the outside. Rookie got 2 experienced guys right there.
Looks like Watt backed out there and gave him a position going into 3. Didn't want to force that 3 wide going in there. That's a really tricky turn.
Absolutely. Looks like everyone's taking it easier now. They're recognizing, you know, that all that aggressive racing at the beginning of a run is just not worth it. And they are definitely spreading out. Ooh, the 42 getting tight up the racetrack. 3 wide back there.
I'll tell you something that's interesting in here, Slide Job, is Team Swish is given like a lane and a half above T-Glass going into these corners. And what that does, he's allowed to diamond the corner, means he gets a better run off. Means he gets right up on the back bumper of T-Glass coming out of the corner and down the front stretch.
Absolutely. You know, with how long these straightaways are, it really comes down to that runoff. You know, you want to get the best momentum, especially when you're towards the lead or in the lead, because, you know, the draft is going to give whoever's behind you a huge run, and you want to be able to at least outpace them for at least half the straightaway.
Looks like the 16 truck of KR got in the wall off too right there. I hate to see that.
Oh, yep, he's going right down the middle. Everybody doing a great job of avoiding him. He just lost 6 spots. Unfortunate for him, but everything clean there. But now they're going to be 3 wide coming into turn 4. 42 put down the middle. He's going to find a spot.
Well, that 45 truck is pushing the 24 truck down the front stretch. Going to give him a good push down in here to 1.
Guys changing lanes everywhere. Let's see if we can get back up towards the front.
Oh, Team Swish doored the 83. 83's got to get out of it. Haskell lost a lot of momentum right there.
And you know who's loving all of this? That 51 truck of Team Glass.
He is, man. He's boot scooting and boogieing right now.
Oh, Team Swish making a scary move there to slide in behind the 45, and then he's going to cross them over, and he's going to take that second spot away.
Oh, we got a truck spinning off of 4, just like fucking 1. Oh, the 86
the
of Watt.
truck going through the grass.
Oh, man. Hate to see that for him. He was having such a good run up there battling Team Swish.
Yeah, he spun, but he did not collect anybody. He is clean and green. Unfortunately, you hate to see that. I don't know what that was. It was just a little contact there. Maybe he got on the apron, but boy, he just went straight around. Get back up to our leader here. You can see the gap between T-Glass and Team Swish. It's almost, I would say, 4 to 5 tenths back. You can see second place from his view. Let's see if we can jump on back to this second pack. As you see, Team Swish kind of opening up a tiny gap between him and Haskell, but Haskell's going to get the draft run down the back straight. Yeah,
with the battling that the 24 and the 83 and the 45 did about a lap ago, T-Glass got to pick his line, got to throttle up when he wanted to. I mean, he loves seeing people battle 2 wide coming off the corners. That just helps him get better runs on the front stretches.
Absolutely. Now, Sticky, let me know what you think on this. You know, Haskell's sitting in 3rd spot right now. You know he wants to be in 2nd and even 1st, but is this a spot in the race where you want to push the 24 and try to catch that 51, or are you going to race the 24?
Oh yeah, you definitely want to push. Right now, 3 trucks are faster than 1. So if you get that run going down the front stretch, you can push Team Swish and the 45, push the 83. It'll make for a lot more speed going down the front stretches, and they can catch that 51 truck out of T-Glass.
Absolutely, yeah, and you see that. They are actually, appears to be reeling him in just a tad bit. These 3 trucks really working together, as you can see, you know, almost in a straight line there. But don't look now, but look, we got at least a 6-truck pack behind them formed up. So can those guys work together and catch these 3?
We'll see if it can form together. I don't know if they have the speed to catch up with these guys right here. All day long, we've seen that these 4 up front have had probably the fastest trucks, excluding Watt, who unfortunately spun out going down the front stretch. But it does look little by little.
They are closing in. Let's get back on our leader of T-Glass and see the gap. Now you can see these guys in much closer view from the back bumper. These guys are closing. Now, Sticky, if you're T-Glass right now, are you gonna try to snake all of the straightaways when you know they could be in your draft, or are you just gonna let them catch you and fall in line here?
I'm not quite too sure. T-Glass doesn't look like they're in draft range yet, but it looks like they will be here in about another lap. I don't think it would do a lot of good because they're beating him obviously on speed anyway, so just snaking is going to cause him to slow down when they do get that draft. You know, maybe if it was closer in the race, he might be snaking down the front stretch and back stretch, but right now I don't see where it'd be causing any good for him.
Yeah, I agree. We got a 2-wide battle here farther back in the pack. Teammates Jersey Devil and Chris kind of hooking up on the outside there, battling KR and Puzzle as KR falls back a little bit. This was that 6-truck pack we talked about. Not as formed up as they were before, and you can see the result of those 3 trucks breaking away from this bigger pack.
Oh, the 83 got in the wall going into 2 or 1. But looky here, Team Swish is now getting that draft from the first place truck, T-Glass.
Yep, here he is. They are there. They have ran him down and are on his back bumper. Now, do they take the run and use it, or do they just kind of sit in behind him?
I think right now with where we are in the race, you catch them, maybe sit behind them for a lap or so, and then make your move.
Absolutely, and you know, we talked about, one thing we haven't talked about yet is just manufacturer awards here. We've seen the Chevys and Toyotas really dominate most of the season with a few breakouts from the Ford group, but look right now, we got 2 Fords leading a Toyota.
Swish is getting a good run on the outside.
We're hearing the 51 truck of T-Glass is pitting this time by. So we're going to see our first round of green flag pit stops. Looks like the 45 might be coming as well.
Yep.
Yes, indeed, he is.
The 24 and the...
Oh, and the 45 misses.
The 45 spun it. Everyone's missing him.
Yep, he did. He got away with that one, but boy, what a
man,
huge
you
mistake.
hate to see it for him.
Looked like another truck there. Let's see who that is. I believe that's the 5 is definitely going to be hit with a speeding penalty. He was flying on the pit
He was.
road.
I saw that too.
And it looks like a bunch of trucks coming down. You saw, but we're back up to our leaders, the 24 and the 83. Do they come down now, or do they wait?
Looks like the 24 is coming. The 83 stays out another lap.
Yep, the 83 is going to cycle still be your leader. As you can see, the 51 truck coming off pit road now. So, you know, do you think that with the lack of green flag pit stops up until this point, that a lot of these drivers were a little shaky there? We saw a lot of mistakes getting on pit road.
This pit road's really easy to speed on. It's really easy to spin out on. The banking coming off of 4 right there can really get your truck upset. You know, you got to hit it just right. You got to practice it. Because if you hit it just wrong, you could either spin like the 54 truck did, or you could speed like the 5 truck.
Yeah, but a flawless entry for the 83. He's going to get down. He's going to complete the cycle here.
Looks like the 16 truck of KR hitting with him.
Yep. Last few trucks making their run. We're going to try to hop on to the guy that was the leader beforehand. We're going to see if we can find T-Glass. Here he is on the backstretch with the 24, just out of reach of him in the draft. We'll see how these two cycle out as opposed to Haskell, who stayed out an extra couple of laps. You see the 83 coming off pit road now. These two are on the racetrack, and they're going to go flying right on by.
Yep, and that's what those old tires did for Haskell. He stayed out there for 2 extra laps on T-Glass and 1 extra lap on Team Swish, and this is where it got him.
Now, do you think that he's trying to play some kind of strategy where he can maybe cut out a pit stop? You know, those couple of extra laps, even though hurt him in the short run here, do you think that he's trying to play some kind of long-term game?
He could be. Michigan's a really hard track to save fuel on and save tires on if you're not in the draft, which he's clearly not right now. If he's not running it too hard, maybe. But T-Glass and Swish have already surmounted a pretty big lead going into 1.
Yeah, we just heard over race control. They're on lap 72 of 100. So we've got roughly 29 laps to go in the race. Definitely another pit stop, and that's where it gets interesting. So, you know, we'll see how these strategies play out, but for the moment, the 2 Cup Series drivers showing why they deserve to be in the Cup Series, heading the field out front with Haskell to Rascal there in the distance, being your lead Truck Series driver. If we can go around the field, we're on board with the 70 of Chris. He is kind of all by himself. Here's a small pack. Walmart Ricky making some contact with the 45. So these guys dicing it up. 42 is there. And it looks like that might be the 66. It is, of Slushy in that pack, just behind those guys. And Watt Racing working his way back up. There he is in the distance. What are you seeing out there?
Just watching this lead, it looks like Team Swish is reeling in on a leader little by little. I don't know if he's in draft range quite yet, but it looks like he will be within a couple more corners. He takes a really good line into these 1 and 3. He really diamonds the corner really well, gives him a good run off.
Absolutely, and it looks like, if I'm correct here, Haskell or Rascal sitting in 3rd. You can see the leaders all the way up there. He's got several trucks behind him, and he looks to be losing a little bit of ground on them. If he could link up with those drivers, he may be able to, with the fresher tires, drive up to the front. On board with Jersey Devil here in the 53. He's linked up with the 64 of Puzzle Nose. He is one of those 2 drivers trying to catch Haskell or Rascals. He makes the inside work to get around Puzzle Nose. On board the 16 of KR. He's got some traffic around him.
Back here, it looks to be about the 8th to 10th position. Watching Watt trying to pick his way through these drivers. He's definitely got a fast truck. He ran this whole pack down by himself. So he's looking for a way to get around that 42 and the 66 of Slushy.
Yeah, he's definitely got a fast truck, as we saw, as he takes the inside there on the 42.
Making it 3 wide.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for a way to get around these guys. He's definitely got a faster truck than them. and they're actually reeling in on two in front of them. So he could gain quite a few spots here if he can find a way to navigate through traffic.
He made the high line work right there on the 66 of Slushy. Got a good run down the front stretch.
Yep, back up with our leader here. The 24 has caught the 51, and he seems to be riding right now. You know, we said there was 20-some laps left in the race. If you're Team Swish right now, you ran down the 51. You're sitting in his draft right now. Are you trying to take the lead, or are you trying to ride right now? It's a giant gap.
Different drivers have different opinions. I feel like it's really hard to run away from someone at this track, especially with how powerful the draft is. So right now, Team Swish just riding behind T-Glass, I would think. As he goes for a move to the outside right here, he's got a good run down the backstretch. They're side by side, nose to nose.
Yeah, I thought he might be content sitting back there, but he's showing that he really doesn't want to ride at this point. He's taking the high line, not sitting in the draft and saving his stuff, but looks like he's trying to make it work. Try to take this race lead.
They're about half a front stretch away from third place. You know, saving right now could possibly be a factor if these two could communicate together. But by the way they're racing, I don't know if saving's a part of the picture here.
Yeah, and I mean, especially, you know, we did talk about last season, this race specifically coming down to a 2-tire, 4-tire decision. You know, we do have that last pit stop here coming up. So, you know, between these two drivers, with the lead that they have, you know, it's quite possible that this race could be decided by a pit call like that.
Oh, definitely. You know, if Team Swish is close enough right now, if they both came in together and he took 2 tires, he'd be about 8 seconds in front of second place, which would be T-Glass. So 2-tire stop would definitely be a factor here for someone looking to get the lead on pit road and get that track position.
Absolutely, and we'll definitely check on these guys when they make that last green flag stop to see how long they're on pit road for.
Sorry about that, 15. I got pushed in.
I'm hearing on the radio somebody might have gotten into the wall and bounced their way into pit road. So it's we might.
Also hearing on the radio that there was a 2-car crash coming out of Ford, so we might see a caution here.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
So we will see a caution at the line. That is something T-Glass and Team Switch did not want to see at all. We get the field reset. Everyone will take 4 new tires, and we'll see where it goes from there. You know, with how
Yeah, you can. Good.
with how late the race is getting, I wouldn't put it past a couple driver to be making some really desperate moves going out into one. So we might see a couple more cautions.
Yeah, this is, you can take your notebook on pit strategy and just throw it right out the window.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be a interesting pit strategy. I can imagine everybody's going to come down. 4 tires is got to be a must at this point, wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely. You got about 10 tires or 10 laps on those tires. I don't see 2 tires working out in any way here. 4 tires is the call from the pit box for me. Looks like Team Swish is falling off. Maybe Team Swish is lagged out and sitting in the pits. Wow, so we're hearing on the radio pit road was not open. T-Glass brought the field down pit road. And it was not open, so they'll be starting at the rear of the field, something T-Glass desperately did not need. Definitely dominating this race. Now he's going to have to start in about the 10th position. Looks like they're being led on the pit road by Jersey Devil. Looks to be that 66 truck of Slushy behind him and the 5-car of Boots. Couple trucks staying out here. I don't know how well that's going to work for him. Our Cam Boss with that beautiful Harley Quinn paint scheme. It looks like these guys that didn't pit when caution came out are going to be coming back up to the front to get their position. Seem to have a lot of confusion here on race control. So it looks like we'll be going to green with 12 laps to go here in this final stage. Going green on lap 87 of 100. Jersey Devil gets a really good launch.
Yeah, what a great launch for Jersey Devil in the 53. Yeah, there was some miscommunication. A couple people, their spotters told them to pit on the wrong lap when pit road was closed, and they were sent to the back. So somebody like Jersey Devil got a break there, getting some clean air.
You hate to see that for
trucks getting their lap back.
T-Glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although T-Glass already up to third, pushing that 13 truck down into 3.
Absolutely, yeah, he's definitely charging hard. You know he wants that lead back, and you know the 24 wants to get back up there as well.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the 24 has
Oh,
retired.
one truck in the grass, 2 trucks in the grass. Hopefully they don't come back. Nope, they save it, get back on the track, but a lot of track position loss right there.
Ooh, we're going to be 3 wide here coming off of 2 with Boots, Arkham Boss, and it looks to be like Walmart Ricky. Oh, wreck.
Absolutely.
2 trucks going down in the grass.
Let's see if we can catch part of that. Looks like
It was Boots the Asses and Walmart Ricky.
Walmart Ricky, the other truck. Let's see. Yep, looks like it's going to be a caution. Yeah, that seems to be a couple of trucks went spinning coming out of turn 1 there, or turn 3, sorry. 2 trucks went around there.
Looks like some aggressive blocking on Boots' part. As we come to the line, it looks like Jersey Devil is going to lead at the caution.
Yeah, so we've run out of cautions here, Sticky.
These guys are getting really aggressive on these restarts, man. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it definitely is. And, you know, a couple people at home are probably wondering, you know, why is there a limit on cautions? We don't do that very often, but, you know, the Truck Series and the National Series are learning series. They are development for the Cup Series, and, you know, we're trying to teach the drivers to you know, race around each other and to learn how to drive in a pack. And sometimes, you know, they just have to experience it and learn how to make smarter decisions. You know, a lot of it, you know, some of it stems from lag, and we understand that, but you've seen some of the crazy aggressive moves going on, and, you know, it's part of the learning process. And sometimes, you know, unfortunately, this game doesn't provide us with permanent damage. However, you know, that we try to teach the drivers that, you know, you have to, you know, be accountable for your mistakes. And if you make one, you not only take out yourself, but other drivers, and you have to be accountable to them. So it's definitely part of the learning experience, and we'll definitely get some green flag racing in as well.
It looks like we'll be coming back to the green flag with about 9 to go. Looks like the 66 truck is slushy.
Just gonna go there. The 66 is slushy. Apparently takes 2 tires, and he's gonna become the
16
race
a KR also. It should be a really fun caution or a green flag to watch here.
Yeah, especially with the cautions being off. A great time to stay out if you're slushy. Get some great track position, because if an incident happens, you're most likely going to be in front of it.
Going green this time by control car on the
right, we're going to be going green here with lap 92. It's going to be 9 to go at the line. Ooh, a little bit of lag in the back. A couple of trucks in the grass.
Doesn't matter now, boy. We're coming down to it. We got 8 laps to go.
All right,
66
here we go.
get a good launch.
Let's get up
KR
here.
on
Here
the
we go.
outside did not get a good launch. Ooh, a little bit of
somebody
beating and
gets on the
banging.
apron. Yep, but he saved it.
Here comes the 53. He's getting a good run.
On the outside, too wide for the lead. Can the 53 clear him going down the back?
He's got a good run. He's got help on the
66
outside.
holding on. He's not going to clear him, and he does. He does.
What
he
a
drives
move
into the
going
corner.
into 3.
And look at this. Look at the 64. He dives it in there underneath the 66. Let's watch this from behind. Oh, 54 around, or 51 around. Oh, that's going to stack people up 60-45 in the roll. Oh, they are wrecking. Big wreck. And that's going to be a game changer right there.
Looks like
That affected quite a few people.
53's got it good right now. We'll see if the truck behind him, the 66, or the 64, sorry, a puzzled nose can reel him in. Puzzled's getting a good run through 3 and 4.
Let's find him. Still searching.
See, this is the time. This is the time that Jersey Devil has to break that draft. He's got to be sort of snaking up and down the front and back stretch. And he's not doing it. It's causing that 66 truck or the 64 to close in.
Absolutely. And talk about this, you know, Puzzle Nose has won in Fast Family Racing before, but does not have a win yet this season. The 53 truck of Jersey Devil does not have a win in any series. So we could potentially have a first-time winner here.
Both of these guys are driving their hearts out. They both want this win really bad. If these 3 trucks behind them battling for third could get up and link together, then they could catch these 2.
Absolutely, and let's take a quick look back into history. The 53 truck, the last time he raced trucks at Michigan, he finished 2nd. He wants a win here. He wants it bad.
Oh, 64 drove it in hard right there.
He's going to snake just like you said. Look at him snake on the backstretch trying to break that draft from the 64 truck.
Well, we took a wide entry in. He's going to diamond the corner really well.
Coming to 5 to go here. Can the 53 hold off the 64 truck for 5 more laps?
Someone's catching him in third. I don't know which truck that is. I think it might be the 52.
It might be. We'll see if they come into the frame, but the 64 is holding on tough here. Staying in that draft, the 53 trying to do everything he can to break the draft. We're going to be coming here. It's the 15 truck of Mr. Sideswipe in third. 3
Boy,
truck
they're
battle
getting together.
for the
Here we
lead.
go. 4 to go. Coming to the line. It's going to be a good race from
Now,
here.
Not one of these drivers has won this season, and 2 of them haven't won in Fast Family Racing League. 4 to go at the line.
This is shaping up to be a good race. The 64 has a good run to the outside. He's going to diamond the corner here.
He's got a good run.
Ooh, the
He's at the
53
back
drove
bumper.
it in hard. He's going to block him.
He's on his bumper. He's going high. Will the 53 truck go to block?
The 64 took the 15 out.
Oh boy. Well, the 15, that's going to end his race for sure. Unfortunately, we didn't catch that. But man, what a bummer for him. Now it's up to these 2. 3 to go at the line.
3 to go. Can the puzzled nose get a run to the inside of this 53? We've seen that outside work for Team Swish before. I just don't know if the 64 has the truck to do it.
Yeah, that 53 is holding on strong. He's got to hold off Puzzle Nose for 2.5 more laps to get his maybe first win in Fast Family Racing League. Coming into 3 and 4. And don't look far back, but look who's in third. KR.
KR having a really good run here. If these two get together, he'll get this run. And Slushy in the 4th spot.
2 to go, and a lap car coming into play. Do you think that that lap car might come into play, slowing up to 53?
It shouldn't. He should get out of the way. Maybe give him a little bit of draft down the backstretch, but I don't know.
How about this? The 13 going a lap down. That was your stage 2 winner. And he's going to stay on the bottom. So he's actually going to disrupt the 64.
Not what the 64 needed. It's got to be 1 to go. He's going to try to get all that draft.
1 to go. Stretch. It'll be a white flag for the 53. That's exactly what he wanted.
Can the 64 get a good run through 1 and 2? It'll have to happen down in 3 and 4.
Yeah, but look at how much ground he caught up. The 64 caught up huge there.
He's got a good run. He's staying right on that yellow line.
53 trying to break the draft. He's going left. He's going right. Half a lap to go in the Fast Family Truck Series race number 4.
Boy, he drove it down in there.
It in. He's got the lead coming out of turn 4.
He's gonna have a good run.
64's got a good run, but the 53 holding tough. It's going to be a side-by-side finish. 53 of Jersey Devil's going to get his first win in Fast Family Racing League in the Truck Series. And the 53 of Jersey Devil closes it out and wins his first race for MSJ Racing. And that team is going to take the first win of Week 4 weekend.
That's a great win. That's a great win for Jersey there. He needed that. Happy for him.
Yeah, he definitely did. After redemption from last year, finishing 2nd at Michigan, he comes back and he wins this race. What a fantastic comeback. What a fantastic first win. I'm sure he's absolutely excited. And we'll definitely hear from him in a few moments. So stick around. We will be getting the post-race interviews here in just a moment. All right, Sticky. Well, while we're getting these drivers in here for the interviews, what did you think of that race?
I thought it was a good race. I think Glass was dominant and then lost it there at the end with those cautions. Really good race overall. Maybe too many cautions, too many aggressive drivers, but a good learning experience for multiple of these guys. Had a couple rookies up front. Love to see that. Good race overall, I'd say.
Absolutely, yeah. It definitely was a wild one. We saw, some cautions in there, some 3-4 wide racing. We saw a big wreck at the end there, and we saw a great battle for the win. So I think we kind of saw it all, didn't we?
I'd have to agree with you there, Slidejob. Great race. I know multiple people did like the way the outcome of the race came. T-Glass so dominant. But a good ending. Lots of good racing. Even 4 or 5 wides at some time. Just a fun race to watch overall.
Absolutely, yeah. We're gonna get whoever didn't pause the lobby there, but we're gonna send out some more invites here. Yeah, it definitely was a great race all around. We definitely had quite a bit of action, so we can't wait to hear from the drivers on how that race went. So give us just a few moments here.
Wait, which one are you watching, Kenny? Okay.
All right. And just a reminder to the drivers to include your audio. And if T-Glass, if you could send me those results, please. I'd appreciate it.
Don't forget that I was. You already know that it was me.
T-Glass, did you send those results?
Hold up.
All right, folks, just a few more seconds, and we'll get these
I believe I should be
post-race
last out of the
interviews for
people
you.
that were there.
No, don't. No. Stay. It's all part of racing. You know, going down for a win. Everybody is hungry for a win, so. Oh, I'm not gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad.
All right. While the results are coming in here, let's talk to one of our Cup drivers. So, Sticky, why don't you talk to Mr. T-Glass how his race went?
Well, T-Glass, not the finish you were expecting. You were definitely dominant throughout the race. Looked like you had the truck to beat there for a while. Racing up front, we saw you make some great passes. Got a couple some footage of you making it 3 wide, taking like 3 or 4 positions at a time. Tell me how your race went. How'd you get your truck so dominant?
Me and Swish were definitely the fastest out there. Would have had a good battle towards the end if that last caution didn't come out and Swish lagged out. So then I pretty much felt like I had the win as long as nothing went wrong. And then in second place, Puzzle just hooked it right on me and wrecked me in front of the field. Finished 17th. Obviously not the finish we wanted, but it was the finish we expected coming back to Michigan. It happened last year in the summer series about 5 times, and no surprise it happened again.
Yeah,
Just
so tell me, how was
defending.
it? How was it racing with Swish? I know you two are racing really well together up there in the front.
Oh yeah,
Both
we
of you,
definitely would have.
battling your way through traffic, respecting each other a lot. How was that?
It was really fun. We definitely were gonna have a really fun battle towards the end there, but I don't know what happened. Just he lagged out, I think, and then it was just not fun after that. But he was fast.
All right,
He
and then
pulled away
last
from the
question.
group.
Yeah, and then last question. With you racing tomorrow night in the Cup Series, how do you feel that the race tonight will affect and probably alter the way you drive tomorrow night?
It's gonna make me be more wary of people. Make sure I don't make aggressive moves like we saw a lot tonight because I don't want to caution fest. I don't want to caution fest, so I'm gonna be fairly cautious tomorrow. Today I felt like I was definitely faster than most people, so I was making some aggressive moves, but I knew I could hold it down because it's the truck, so they're pretty easy to handle. But tomorrow we'll definitely be more cautious and just try to take what we get, take what we can get.
All right, T-Glass. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to go ahead and talk to Mr. Jay Latour. Unfortunately, man, you didn't finish inside the top 10 today, but I'm sure you gained quite a few experience and only a handful of starts in the league so far. So take us through your day and kind of what you learned from the race today. Alright, so some disappointing words from Mr. Latour. Hopefully he has a much better day next week. Absolutely. I could imagine that. All right. Moving on. Sticky, why don't you take Mr. Sideswipe 14th?
All right, Mr. Sideswipe. We saw you up front for a little bit. I think coming off of two, later on in the stage three, we saw a little contact with you. Sent you down to the inside wall. Looks like a puzzle got loose or something and hit you. So tell me how your race went, and tell me how those final laps. How you were sized
Yeah.
about the lead.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great truck. I had a lot of fun out there, stage 1, top 10. Had a little bit of contact, and I apologize to everybody. And made contact with you in that stage. Stage 2, little looser on that, and I kind of loosened my truck up in stage 1. So that awesome truck. We kept on going on great flag pit stops. We were in and out of there quickly, like we should be, and come to the final laps. I don't know. Puzzled was. I don't know how you can turn left out of a corner. I don't know if he got loose, but I'll talk to him about it. But hard racing, and we'll go to Phoenix next Sunday.
Yeah, so we saw you in those final laps. The front two had kind of broken away, and you kind of reeled them back down. What was your mind to those couple laps? How you reeled them in?
I was ready to pass him. I was ready to make my move, and I didn't want to make it too wide, obviously, because it's like a small move. I did it earlier, and it didn't go well. And then I tried passing Puzzled, and he's just a blind-eyed squid. That's all he is.
All right, harsh words for the 14th placeman. Slide back to you.
All right, we are here with Mr. Walmart Ricky in 13th today. Not the finish you wanted. You definitely had a top 5, top 7 truck, and it just seemed like it all fell apart there towards the end. So why don't you take us through what happened there in that last stage?
Well, starting off with stage 1 and 2, we had a very, very fast car. I was thinking, we could get up here, maybe compete for a shot to win after finishing second. And stage 3 came, and then there's people run out of talent up here. We got people hitting everything up here, almost including the base car, and then calling other people names. So, just love to see it sometimes getting wrecked when you have a bad fast car, but I was hoping to get a really good finish here, going to 2 tracks that I don't really like, but, we'll just have to make do, get practice. Get ready for Phoenix.
Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely have 2 chances next week as we head to our first doubleheader of the season. So good luck for that, and we hope to see a better finish out of you next week.
Yeah, thank you for...
All right. Sticky, why don't you take Mr. Watt Racing coming home with a top 10 today, 10th place.
Well, you were a big talk of the show before the race started. We were looking at the points, seeing that you already had 2 wins locked up. So tell me, coming into this race with 2 wins already, what was your objective? Was it just to go out and win the race no matter what, or were you trying to stack off playoff points? Tell me what you're thinking.
Yeah, came into the race wanting to just stay in the top 5 like usual and try to be there at the end to contend for win. So I think every single crash that happened on the track, though, I was involved in. I probably wrecked more in this race tonight with not my doing than I have probably the entire year I've been racing. So really frustrated. I was mad most of the time. I think I had a fast setup, just could never keep the track position. Just got caught up some, just you're at the mercy of the field out there. And the irony of it is everybody's complaining about the bad dropping. So just frustrating day. I finally was battling for second, was trying to check down T-Glass, and C4 just straight up, dumped me down the front straightaway, hit me so right, flipped as I was spinning around. Went a lap down, was running 20th, and thankfully was able to get my lap back, and out of some miracle was able to get a top 10. But just annoying that I never got really a chance to race. Just was at the mercy of everybody else's. Just everybody just couldn't keep their cars under them. So I'll definitely take a top 10 after just considering, but definitely think I could have had a shot up for the win.
Yeah, we saw you had a fast truck, a lot of passing going on. What did you think of the 3 and 4 wide racing we had at some points? And it come out there on restarts, it could pan out to 4, even 5 wide. We saw it sometimes. Was a restart somewhere that you were trying to gain, or was a restart somewhere you were just trying to maintain?
No, I was part of it, but I feel like I'm able to do certain moves like that sometimes. You got to be aware, like you got to just. I mean, it's hard to explain. I know the last couple laps to finish out stage 2, I was 17th. We get to, I think 9th. So, and that was with a 3 wide move, but there's just too many guys trying to be heroes and do different moves that are just you got to be able, you got to first and foremost be in control of your truck when you make moves like that. And a lot of guys were not in control of their truck. Some guys were diving it down below the apron, going off the racetrack. And when you put yourself in a stupid spot, it's going to cause issues for other people. And that's really, that was the theme tonight. So just move on to next week, and hopefully people can bring their thinking caps next time.
All right, we'll see you in Phoenix next week. Hopefully you can have a better finish then.
Yes, sir.
All right, I am here with Mr. Fast Seabass, bringing it home in 9th place. We saw you all over the field, towards the front, towards the back, in the middle, but you came home with a top 10 finish, one of your better finishes of the season so far. So take us through your day.
Well, I wasn't expecting a lot. I was watching the leaderboard all week, and the rest, like the competition was tough. So I was just hoping to stay in the draft for us to get good whenever. Lucky to come with that, come home with a top 10, and just glad to be in one piece at the end.
Absolutely. Well, a good points day for you. Always happy with the top 10. So congratulations on that, and we'll see you at Phoenix.
I'll be there.
Absolutely. All right. How about Sticky? Why don't you take Mr. Arkenboss in an 8th place finish today?
All right, Arkham. We saw you in the back with that beautiful Harley Quinn paint scheme. Tell me how your race went and tell me what you thought about it.
Well, obviously, everybody has their frustrations about the race and what happened tonight. Definitely not the cleanest. I was just trying to do my own race, testing out the new wheel that I got this week. Obviously, it takes time to get to. Apologize to the people that I probably cut numerous times going into a turn, but it is what it is, and at the moment, my return to next week is pending.
Okay. Well, harsh words from Mr. Arkham Boss. On to you, Slidejob.
Sticky's getting all the hard interviews today. All right. Moving on to Haskell DeRascal. We saw you battling the top 5 all day long. You had a fast truck. Some of the drafts and the runs didn't go your way, but you always seem to stay up there. Coming home in a 7th place finish, maybe not the top 5 that you wanted, but a strong finish whatsoever. So tell us how you were able to manage to stay up there.
Yeah, man, I had a fast setup all day. The team worked real hard on it all week, in the laps, and paying off. We like you said, we got the runs, and sometimes they weren't there, but we were able to just hang in. And, wherever I could, I was trying to save, and then that just got thrown out the window. So, yeah, at the end, it's tough. We were coming up after the pit stop debacle and had got all the way back up to 5th, I think, and ran into spinning T-glass. But it is what it is. Happy to take on the top 10 and keep looking forward.
Absolutely, definitely a rough day for a lot of people, but you came out on the plus side and got some good points today.
Thanks, man.
No problem. All right. Sticky, why don't you take the rookie C4, finishing 6th today in his first start?
Well, C4, we saw you up front a lot in the first and second stage. We knew you had a fast truck. The paint scheme was looking pretty good on that thing. Tell me, your first start in the truck series at a big track like this, what is your mindset when did you prepare for?
Well, to be honest with you, my mindset was to try to stay off that apron. We had a lot of issues in practice trying to figure out what setup it was, and right before we started the race, I decided to go ahead and just kind of modify it a little bit, which was a great idea because it kept me pretty well stable in the turns. And yeah, we had a fast truck. I think we had an opportunity to compete for the win, but I got caught up right there. Right around the last few laps. The draft was good, and then it just all come apart, and I ended up trying to avoid it. I missed one wreck in stage one, and after that, I was pretty much in the front, and had some really good racing with Haskell. And apologize to Watts. It was kind of a door bang up into the wall.
Did his mic go out, or is it me?
No,
Okay,
it's him.
I lost my audio,
there you
guys.
go.
I'm sorry. Where were we?
You're
Last thing
saying
we
about
heard
Watt's
was
incident.
Doran with Watt.
Yeah, I pushed off into the pits, and I drug Seabass with me, and I felt horrible about that. But all in all, it was really good. I enjoyed myself, and I was real happy with my finish. And but yeah, the mindset was just basically stay out of the back. That was my number one concern because I knew I didn't have a chance back there. But it is what it is, and we're looking forward to next week.
Well, finish for your opening race. What do you take from this race going into next race, knowing the series, knowing the people, going into a short track? What is your mindset going into that also?
Well, I'm not really good at Phoenix. I'm gonna have to do a lot of practicing. But short tracks, kind of seem to be my thing. I'm just gonna go in there with an open mind and just basically practice a way to try to get myself better. One of the things that I try to pride myself on is not taking any chances, and that's number one. That's with any track, exception for Daytona or maybe Talladega. But when you get to a short track, it's going to be compressed, and the number one thing is speed is not always key. Slow is fast, and that's kind of what my strategy is going to be going into Phoenix.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear from you. Good finish from the first start. Slide job back to you.
All right, we're here with Mr. Boots to Asses, the second most consistent driver in any of the Fast Family Racing League series. You came home fifth today, so a great top five for you. Tell us how you were able to do it. I mean, you were mid-pack, you were in front, in the back, all over the place, but you managed to come out with a top five and survive all those wrecks. So tell us how you did it. Boots, you got us? There you are. Oh, did you hear what I was just saying, you managed to avoid all those wrecks and come home with a top five, another one of your top 10 streaks. So just tell us how you survived.
His audio is not included.
Try on including it again. Sometimes that works. Go for it.
You guys got me. If not, it's not a big deal. Anybody?
Either way, just
no.
go
It's just
for it. I don't...
it was really aggressive race for everybody, but I felt like we qualified seventh, and we probably should have finished about seventh. We got a couple spots extra there after that wreck into the race. I'm not sure what happened with me and Arkham there, like 5 to go. He was on the outside there for a second, then he was gone. I don't think we had contact, but I don't know if he's upset with me or not. And then there was the 70 and some other person I lag spiked into, and I want to apologize to those guys. But anything else was either incidental or I don't think there was anything else. But apologies to those two guys.
Absolutely. I don't think anyone survived that one without a little bit of contact, but you kept your Mr. Consistency streak rolling, and congrats on the top five today.
Thanks, man.
No problem. All right. Sticky, you take, hold on one second here. My controller died. Do we have Slushy in the party?
Over here.
All right, why don't you take 4th place, Slushy?
All right, Slushy. Saw you in the back from most of the first and second stage, but there at the end, with the whole pit road being closed and a couple cars deciding to pit when it was closed, you got really good track position, and you got a really good finish out of it. Your truck seemed really good on long runs. So tell me how the race went out and what you took away from it.
That was a really rough race. I honestly, there was a one point in the second stage I was gonna just throw in the towel and quit because, man, that was frustrating. And to get a few stage points in stage one and pull the pit road strategy, went with 2 tires, and yeah, that was it turned out okay.
Yeah, so with that track position, do you think those 2 tires helped, or do you think 4 tires was the bigger advantage there on that last restart?
I think the 2 tires was the way to go because I moved up to 4th with 4 tires. There's just not enough time.
All right, well, good finish on you. We can't wait to see you next week at Phoenix and have a good race then too.
For sure, thanks.
All right, we are here with, hold on one second. Oh, we don't have him. So we're going to move on. Mr. Why don't you, Sticky, why don't you do a double? Why don't you talk to Mr. Puzzle Nose, 2nd place today?
All right, Puzzled. We saw you first and second stage running about mid-pack. We looked at the points, and you're the second in the points right now. Had a really good points for you. Coming on strong there at the end, the last couple laps. Running there nose to nose with Jersey. Tell me what was going through your mind in those last couple laps, and then explain the whole race for me.
Well, stage 1 and stage 2, I think we did an okay job of getting points. Definitely was a wreck fest out there today. And I'm not saying that I wasn't involved in any of that. I'm genuinely upset with what happened on track within the last 10 laps. I would like to apologize to both T-Glass and Sideswipe. They did not deserve the finishes that they got. They both worked really hard, and I screwed it up for them. And I will take the blame. I don't deserve to be back in the championships standings right now for trucks, but overall we got a good points day, but very, very disappointed on how I ran. I need to do some serious work and practice on racing cleanly, especially at tracks like Michigan, because I'm not going to stand for this. And Sony needs to take a stand with all of these cautions. I'm not going to be the one causing these cautions. So I'm going to practice, and I'm going to make sure that I make amends with every driver that I was involved in a wreck with, because that is not what a league is supposed to be.
All right, and then like you were talking about, tracks like Michigan, the draft causes really big runs on these front and back stretches. Do you think that was probably the causer of all these cautions, or do you think it was just people being aggressive when they shouldn't be?
Well, it's a combination of both. I mean, you get a big run, and then the leader blocks. He has no choice. He's a sitting duck there. What else is he gonna do? Let the second place car go by? No. He wants to keep that position, so he blocks, and I completely understand that. And then over-aggression can be like you're ducking and dodging in and out and outside and inside for several laps, and you're causing several wrecks. That's mainly what caused all these cautions, were just aggressive moves with really big runs, and that's what caused most of the big ones that you saw today.
All right, well, thank you so much, Puzzle. Congratulations on your second place finish. Gaining a lot of points today. Good run for you. Slide job back to you.
All right, we are here with our winner today, the rookie Paladin Zero. Oh, wait, never mind. It's Jersey Devil. Jersey, you won your first race in Fast Family Racing League, and at no other track than Michigan, where you came back from last season, finishing just barely in second place here, and you come back and win it the next season. How does that feel?
Well, first of all, we had a damn good truck today. I was excited to come to Michigan. I thought I wasn't going to make the race. I almost missed my flight. And, if running here second last season, I was really excited to get back here. First stage was a shit show, and was around in 15 there, getting blocked, getting crashed. I missed a wreck, needed a new pair of underwear. Got lucky with a call. They said pit road was closed. Everybody came in. I stayed out. And that was the ultimate deciding factor there. The next caution come out. A couple of not so good trucks took 2 tires and knew we were going to make quick work of them, and we did. And then just trying to hold off Puzzled and Sideswipe. I got nothing against those guys. I raced Puzzled fairly clean, I think, on that the last couple of laps there. Maybe it was a badly timed block, but it wasn't a take off your nose and send them into the inside wall like we see some of these other blocks. But, in other races, me and Puzzle race fine, me and Sideswipe race fine. I heard that Sideswipe was a little upset. I hope he knows that, he'd probably do the same thing if he was the leader. He shouldn't have been as upset as he was. We're just going to go, and we're going to celebrate this one. We weren't sure if we were going to run the whole season. Maybe now with a win, we'll get some sponsorship and keep this thing rolling.
Absolutely. So we got to ask, talking about last season's race, what did you learn from that race last season that helped you become successful this year?
You know what? The race at Michigan last season and the race here were 2 totally different races. We had more trucks tonight. Started 15th because I blew turn 1 my qualifying. Otherwise, I probably would have started top 8. I don't know. There wasn't really any similarities. The race last season was cleaner. So, just happy we're standing here.
Absolutely. And I know, that's going to mean a lot to you, getting your first win, but also punching your ticket to the playoffs. And, one thing that I want to ask is just, you had a couple of Cup drivers in the field tonight. I know you had a Cup Series champion and a Summer Truck Series champion and Mr. Consistency. So tell us, did you feel intimidated at all? And, how did you win one for the truck guys?
Nah, I wasn't intimidated. I raced around these guys a lot last year and did a couple Cup races last year, a couple Xfinity races last year. So I know I get a good feel about how some guys race and whatnot, and who to be careful around them, and who to maybe stick in the fence if they're going to keep chopping your nose off. So,
Well, it definitely was a wild one, and I'm sure you're going to celebrate this one for a while. So, congrats on your first win, man. And Sticky, you got any questions for our winner?
He finally got his first win. I've been rooting for him for a long time, so it's glad to see it. MSJ.
Appreciate it, man.
Grueling. But it's just a good race for him. I'm glad he got the lead there in the final laps because the new track was really important when it came down to this. With that final restart coming up, what was going through your mind? Because, you had T-Glass behind you who had been dominant all day. You had Puzzled who had fought his way all the way up through the field. What was going through your mind in that final restart when you took off?
I just had to nail my shifts. I maybe took off a little late in the zone, probably slowed him down a little bit getting into the zone, and then took off. I knew I had to get a good start, so, there might have been a couple of head games played there, and just took off, and I nailed it. And then I was just trying to break the draft the last couple laps because the puzzle was fast. And then when I saw Sideswipe closing in on us, I was hoping that they would get to racing and I would pull away. But I think Puzzled got in my left rear because I came down on him a little bit. But again, you got to try to keep the guys behind you with 4 or 5 laps to go. These are hard to get.
Absolutely. And before we speak a little bit about next week, I have one final question for you. So now you're locked in the playoffs. You have actually, surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but funny enough, you have more playoff points right now than you did all last season. So that's obviously going to be a game changer going into the playoffs. And with how how much you almost made it to the Final Four last year, tell us what your mindset is going into that. What are you going to do to prepare? How are you going to take the rest of the season? And what are you going to do different?
I don't know. I might not race as aggressively, but if the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to try to take every position I can. Try to get some stage wins. Try to go all Kevin Harvick on your asses this year. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely wish you good luck on the rest of the season, and we'll be watching you throughout the playoffs and the rest of the regular season.
Appreciate
All right. No problem. All right. Well, before we wrap it up, let's just talk a little bit about the rest of the races coming up here shortly. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, check out the Cup Series. We'll be here at Michigan. So we'll be right back here, same time, or different time, same place. And then wrapping up the weekend, the National Series on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be at Michigan as well, but you'll see these Truck Series guys back next week at our first, you heard it before, first doubleheader of the season coming at Phoenix. So instead of a normal 100% length race like the past 4 weeks, you'll see two 50% races treated as two actual races. So we might have two different people punching their ticket to the playoffs. We'll see.
Is that on the same night?
Absolutely. It is
Awesome.
on the same night. We will have the doubleheader. So
definitely, 6, right?
Yep, you definitely don't want to miss
4.
that Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern next week from Phoenix. I'm Mr. Slidejob 9096 alongside of Sticky Man 123, and we will catch you tomorrow. Have a good night.